Other suspects are in jail right now connected with the shooting death of little Demaya. The other man charged with the murder in her death is 25-year-old Kasim Dixon. The assistant prosecutor during Dixon's arraignment gave the impression Dixon has used the court system like a revolving door.
The defendant was convicted of or charged with weapon under disability back in March of 2017. While out on probation on that weapon under disability offense, he picked up a new weapon under disability offense. Once he got out of the Department of Corrections, within less than a year, he was charged with possession of cocaine. He posted that bond, and within 14 days, picked up a new felony fleeing and eluding that he was ultimately convicted of. But while he posted those two bonds, he picked up a third indictment for having weapon under disability, and posting bonds on all those indictments, he picked up a fourth indictment for possession of fentanyl.
David Winter is here now after taking a closer look at Kasim Dixon's criminal background. That was quite the list, David.
Sure was. Kasim Dixon's rap sheet at first appears very long, with dozens of separated cases, but he has about 30 case files at the Hamilton County Court Clerk's Office. A reporter asked Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey about it at a press conference Thursday.
I'm not a judge and I'm not the jury. I cannot comment on what decisions were made with this individual regarding his criminal history.
But the reality of this young man's involvement in Hamilton County's adult court system is actually quite a bit different than what his rap sheet portrays.
After looking further into each of the cases, it appears there are really only 6 incidents prior to last weekend's shooting. In 2016, an 18-year-old Dixon was caught with marijuana and served a day in jail while awaiting arraignment. He got time served since marijuana is not a jailable offense. A few months later, a traffic stop led to weapons charges. He received 18 months in prison and 3 years probation. In 2019, after he got out, another traffic stop, another marijuana possession, another day in jail. Then in 2020, an attempted traffic stop led to evading arrest, and this time fentanyl and weapons charges led to a 3-year stint in prison and another 3 years probation. After Dixon got out, in May of this year, police arrested him for having weapons and stolen property, but a grand jury failed to indict. While prosecutor Melissa Powers did not reply to my requests for an interview, here's what she told me last month when I asked about the litany of shootings lately.
I hope all of the entire community gets behind the fact that we need to keep our streets safe.
How?
Well, I think, and what I've been arguing since I've stepped in this office, is that there's a responsibility by everyone in the courthouse, and when I'm talking about our judges, to make sure that they are doing their job to keep the community safe.
What you're saying is it is the judges who are being too lenient?
Well, I'm saying is our office is fighting every day in the courthouse, and often against judges that are much too lenient, that are releasing individuals that are dangerous, or not holding individuals accountable.
And perhaps illustrating Prosecutor Powers' point, going back to those weapons and stolen property charges 2 months prior to Demaya's shooting, Dixon was able to bail out for just $2,000. He cut off his ankle monitor and failed to appear.
Now, I did speak to 2 judges today over the phone, one a Democrat, the other a Republican. While neither wanted to be quoted, both took issue with the implication that Hamilton County judges are lenient. They did say that they are sometimes limited by sentencing guidelines and uncooperative witnesses.
You can always find our stories here on YouTube, but go ahead and tap subscribe. That way you're always in the know.